Shalom, shalom, Makim. Call halal yamla, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAKODASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone to teach and move well. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect. I'm Brother Tazwan, coming at you from the Prophets of Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Okay, this lesson's going to be going into it says, this post I seen on Instagram by Baller Alert, it says Trump admin orders emergency food burned instead of sent to starving kids. Okay, it says the Trump administration has reportedly ordered the incineration of nearly 500 metric tons of emergency food, enough to feed 1.5 million children for a week, rather than allow it to reach hungry kids in Afghanistan and Pakistan, according to a report by The Atlantic. According to current and former U.S. government and employees, the high-energy biscuits were purchased by U.S. aid near the end of President Biden's term, costing around $800,000. The nutrient-packed rations were designed to help malnourished children under 5 in areas hit hard by war and disaster. These biscuits, which can be a critical lifeline when kitchens and infrastructure are destroyed, were stored in a warehouse in Dubai and prepped for shipment this year. Instead, they're set to expire, and within weeks, they'll be burned to ash. Insiders who spoke anonymously due to fear of professional retaliation described the destruction order as both wasteful and cruel. Cruel, key word. Scripture talks about a cruel lure, which we'll grab. It says, the food was ready, paid for, and waiting to go to children in need. Now it's heading to the incinerator. To read the rest of the log con. So the food was ready. It was purchased, $800,000 worth of food purchased. Trump didn't care about money. So you say he cares about money so much, yet he just wasted money by putting food in the incinerator. It's so much about money. It's so much about saving billions and billions of dollars. Okay, all these billions of dollars wasted, so-called, that he was talking about with these government aid jobs, these government assistant jobs or whatever. Not assistant jobs. By government benefits, like food stamps, Section 8, rent help, what do they call it? Home aid or something like that? I don't know. Well, you got Medicaid, healthcare, all that stuff, man. You just cut all that stuff for majority of everybody. And his excuse was to save money, okay, and to put it in working people's pockets or whatever. But here it is. You got these starving kids out there outside of America that they're going to donate. So lucky. They were going to donate $800,000 worth of food for $800,000 worth of biscuits to. They said it was enough to feed 1.5 million children for a week, man. That's a lot of children, and that's a lot of money. But here it is. He just let it go to waste and throw it into the incinerator. Okay, so let's grab that, because the key word there was cruel. Somebody called him cruel and wasteful. But he's preaching about how America's wasting money, how America's been wasting so much money. But here it is. He just wasted all that money and put the food in the garbage. Okay, he could have at least did something with it. If he cared about his country, he could have had it shipped here and fed to the hungry here in the country. Why didn't he do that? Because he don't care about the country, and he don't care about the children outside of this country. All right, this is a cruel Lord. He don't want nobody to have it, right? So let's grab it. That's what America deserves, though. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 4. Matter of fact, we'll start at verse 3. Isaiah 19 and 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, because this modern day Babylon, which is called spiritual Edom, That's like a spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, okay, because they got the spirit of Egypt on them. But it says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols. We got people coming out calling Trump confused and disoriented, all right, because he's making all these irrational decisions randomly, okay. Scripture talks about confusion gonna be sent out often. In 2nd Ezra chapter 9. Okay, so it says, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. All right, just like they did when Moses came in there. They were seeking to the charmers and our idols and to the wizards. Okay, to save them, to help them from the hand of YAHAWASHI. But to no avail. Same thing here in Babylon. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to start calling on people's help. Okay? They're going to start doing overtime on sorcery to try to deliver themselves from the wrath of the Lord, YAHAWASHI. And it ain't going to work. It's going to be to no avail once again. Just as ancient Egypt failed, this Egypt will fail also. There's no difference. And the scriptures say nothing new under the sun. Okay, so you got coming to you what's coming to you. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, the Lord of hosts. Okay, so a fierce king gonna rule over that. It's a cruel lord, is he not? Did not one of those representatives say that was cruel and wasteful? Okay, so everybody knows it. It's not just the scripture saying it. You got people saying it. You got the Republicans saying it. People who voted for Trump. All right, these people are starting to backpedal now. All of a sudden, hold on, Trump. This ain't what I voted for, Trump. All right. Yeah, matter of fact, the Republicans got mad. You got the MAGA supporters. The MAGA supporters are upset because Trump's promised to reveal the Epstein list when he got into office, and come to find out he gaslighted them and he lied. And he didn't reveal it. Okay? So the MAGA supporters said that they don't want to follow after him anymore. And basically Trump said, and this is, I can't find a credible source on this yet. I will. I can. If I could, I would look into it. But you can look into it and see. But look it up. Because I saw a post on it. Basically, Trump said that he don't want it. He don't want their aid anymore. He don't want their help anymore. He said he don't want them to follow them anymore or their support. Basically, leave him alone. It was all a hoax. You know, get off my back. It was a hoax. You know, which is his excuse for things that he don't want to explain. All right. Which is explanation when they questioned him. When he was questioned, he said, "Are you still talking about this guy?" You know, but he got pictures being released of him being hugged up with him on the couch with some young girls. Okay. So things are getting worse and worse for Trump, and it's coming to a time where even those that were with him are going to be against him and expose him for the devil he truly is. All right, for the sick, wicked nigga that he really was, man. He really is. Okay, and then that's when he gonna come down having great wrath. All right, because you know this country trying to get him out. Last time this country got him impeached. All right, I bet they're starting to realize why they impeached him now. Okay, they're starting to come back to remembrance, but it's too late now. The Lord gonna work a mighty work with Trump. All right, so this nigga ain't going nowhere. He's done too much already to go somewhere now. All right. Let me grab it. In the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 14 and verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He evil to his own people, to his own country. So this is expected when they said he's just going to get the food incinerated and not give it to those suffering from starvation and poverty over there across the seas from war. All right. You're just going to incinerate all that food. Here it is. You're on the brink of a famine. And this devil said, burn the biscuits. All right, you're going to wish you never burnt them biscuits, nigga. The Lord going to bring the famine into your house. The Lord going to bring a famine into the houses of the elites. What the scriptures say. Them that are in the mountains shall eat themselves, shall eat their children, shall eat their flesh for very lack of bread, and shall drink their blood for very lack of water. Roughly paraphrasing the second Esdras. Okay, so these governments, these leading kings and princes, the Lord gonna really smite you, man. The Lord really got something coming for you. Okay, so behold the evil of this devil. Talk about wasting money. He cut these. He brought that big beautiful bill out not to save money and to help with taxes. He did that to oppress the poor. He did that to oppress you, Jakes. Okay, so wake up, Jake, because now is the time. Scripture saying, now is the time nearer than when we believed. High time. Let's grab it. In the book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. So now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. And when we first started believing, our salvation is much nearer now. And every day it grows nearer. Okay, but you can see the signs unfolding, man. There's no doubt in this. Okay, there's no doubting the signs are unfolding before our eyes. What are you going to do? Okay? What can you do? Seek the Lord. YAHAWASHI. Don't try to go and suck up to this devil's foot. He hates you. This nigga hates you, Jakes, man. Okay? You had Northern Kingdom singing, I would vote for Donald Trump. And yeah, that woman's husband got deported right after he got in office. Okay? That nigga was one of the first people to be deported. All right? But there it was. His wife was being foolish, singing how she gonna vote for him. You got an immigrant in your home. You forgot who he was coming for? You thought he was going... Then she probably did it so that he can spare her and spare them when he gets in office, thinking that was going to be the case. But no, man. This devil does not care about you. Neither does he need you. He going to use you, as the scriptures say. Let's grab it. Scriptures say, what? He will speak thee fair. Bro, how did I get to my fucking Gmail? In the book of... Nah. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter... No, that's not it either, man. The book of Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed of him. Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. You got to pay close attention to this devil, what he's saying and what he's doing. All right? He does not have your best interest at heart, man. He does not care what you think, nor what you hope for, nor what you're feeling, or what you're suffering through. All right? I believe that big, beautiful bill just went into effect yesterday, or today, if I'm not mistaken. So these people are really about to start feeling it now. Beautiful brother Abars just said in the chat how he saw an Edomite filling up on like 15 gallons of gas, filling up like 15 tanks of gas or something like that. Okay? That means he knew something was coming. All right, there's these gas prices going up already. Okay, things are about to hit the fan. Shit's about to hit the fan. So if you're not prepared, man, and I mean prepared spiritually, because no amount of physical preparation going to save you from what's coming. You need the Lord. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. So remember those words, man. Don't forget them. Let's see. Verse 15 says, "For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit." He thinking about how to trap Jake, how to set Jake up, how to just eradicate him off the face of the earth before his pure hatred. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. All right, so this devil, when that devil get opportunity, he gonna look, man. Here it is. Yeah. Beautiful. He ain't gonna be satisfied with blood, man. He not satisfied with just killing you. You want to kill everything about you. You want to kill your image. You want to kill your hopes, your ambitions. You want to kill the things that you put. You want to kill the hope that you put into other people. Ecclesiastes chapter 13 and verse 3. "The rich man hath done wrong, and yet he threateneth withal. The poor is wronged, and he must entreat also." So he did wrong to the poor, and now the poor still got to pay for it. Here it is. They about to suffer more from this big beautiful bill. "If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee." So he used you, Jakes, because you were for his profit to get him into office, right? "If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear, and will not be sorry for it. If he have needed thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope." Whew, he had Jake in hope, boy. He sure enough had Jake in hope. But now is it quickly starting to fade. "He will speak thee fair and say, What wantest thou? And he will shame thee by his meats, until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice, and at the last he will laugh thee to scorn afterward. When he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee." You really thought I was with you? You really thought I was one of you? You niggas really thought I was for you? It says, "Beware that thou be not deceived and brought down in thy jollity." You so happy you got in office. You happy, oh, Trump. Beware. Because your ass going to be brought down in your happiness. Jake be out here goofy as hell, looking like ducks, smiling in his devil face. You forgot what he did to you? Have you forgotten history? Trump said to himself, it was his own words. He said, you better study your history before it repeats itself. I'm talking to you niggas, man. Okay? So, that being said, man, just gird up your loins and be ready. Okay? Verse 12, dropping to verse 12, it says, "But cruelly," there's that word cruel again, "but cruelly he will lay up thy words and will not spare to do thee hurt and to put thee in prison." Okay? "Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing." You in danger of being overthrown. Okay? You better observe and take good heed. You better watch this nigga, man. It says, "When thou hearest these things, awaken thy sleep." You shouldn't be sleeping. You should be having trouble sleeping right now, you Jakes, man. But you don't know what's coming. You still living it up, partying, clubbing, having a good time, enjoying your lives like nothing's coming for you. Do you understand that big, beautiful bill he just passed is about to put you in severe poverty, man? These Jakes don't understand what's coming for them, but they will. Okay? They're going to see it. But with that, I truly hope this lesson was edifying to you. I cannot walk through listening to truth and sincerity. Till next time, Inshallah, I give all glory, honor, and praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Shalom.